It's the one make or break quality about your news anchors. They either have it or they don't.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning.
TV's first daytime host, Arlene Francis, she had it in spades.
Several weeks ago, home received a warm, friendly letter from a viewer in Montgomery, Alabama.
She epitomized warmth. It's an intimacy on camera, an affection that creates a connection with viewers. Can you identify warmth? Here's a quiz for you. Identify which of these on-camera personalities have warmth and which don't. Then I'll share my opinion.
I have had so much fun doing this show. We've laughed, we've cried, and hopefully we've all learned, because that really was my goal when I set out to do this, to talk about important stories and to help us understand them better. Whether it's chatting with Barbra Streisand about heart disease, bearing witness to the heartache of families in Newtown, Connecticut.
Tonight, saying it is time to seize the passports of suspected terrorists to prevent them from leaving the UK to fight in Syria and in Iraq, and to prevent them from joining ISIS. Meantime, back in this country tonight, and to an eye-opening ABC News investigation here. With all of that concern in Britain over homegrown terror, there is news tonight.
They've been sweeping California since last Thursday. Now there's a warning that the wildfires, which have already killed at least 31 people, could get even worse as strong winds fan the flames. 200 people are still missing and around 250,000 have fled their homes. But there are 3 separate blazes to try to control.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly. We begin today with yet another mass shooting in America. Yet again at a school where children showed up to learn and grow and instead wound up terrified, barricading their classroom doors or running for their lives. 17 students and educators were killed yesterday at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida, and that number may yet rise. The latest in a shameful string of school shootings in our country.
I think I'm qualified more than most to tell you about it. He is a man who looks at the world in a deal-making way, all right? Because that's what he's done his whole life, made deals. He doesn't look at it in a historical way. Doesn't look at it in an ideological way.
The first of my smash New York Times bestsellers was titled High Crimes and Misdemeanors, and it's about the history of impeachment. So you have come to the source. Obviously, none of this stuff is even close. But one thing that I'd like to correct that you hear all over TV.
We have a culture in politics of shaming that happens to women in this. Bill Clinton was rehabilitated. Bill Clinton's still an international hero. He's an icon. In some places, even a moral leader, God forbid. But she's the one who's had to be in hiding since 1998. She's the one who's been slut-shamed. She's the one who's essentially been attacked for a mutually consensual affair.
Donc les nouveaux bleus de Raymond Domenech sont apparus un peu désordonnés. Ils n'ont pas réussi à concrétiser. C'est donc un premier rendez-vous raté pour le nouveau sélectionneur. Pierre-Emmanuel Chinardet nous raconte le match.
Even if you don't speak a word of French, you can see the warmth emanating from Melissa. She is the highest paid news anchor in France. Now it's true she's hot, but far more importantly, she's warm.
Return doesn't really like them.
Bill O'Reilly, there is a warmth there. I predicted in the Huffington Post that both Katie Couric and Megyn Kelly's daytime talk shows would fail, because neither emanates warmth. All those wasted millions of dollars spent because TV executives and their expensive consultants were unable to identify warmth. It's something viewers do without even realizing it.
I tell him, and he gets so excited because he had a daughter.
A-lister Anne Hathaway has been hounded by so-called Hatha haters for years. Most of them can't pinpoint what it is about Anne they don't like. It's plain as day, in my opinion. There's no warmth there on any screen.
Do you like being a minister?
Now, Walt Disney could identify warmth.
If I just stop screaming, how shall I explain, Dad?
He realized Haley Mills was so warm in Pollyanna that he put 2 of her in his next film, The Parent Trap.
Oh, don't.
Every one of the 7 dwarfs is warm and endearing. Walt's only early misstep was Alice in Wonderland.
I give myself very good advice.
The voice he chose for Alice, she wasn't warm, which led to a $1 million loss at the 1940s box office. The people at Telepictures made the opposite mistake with Anderson Cooper. They took a guy who's a fireplace of warmth and had him doing serious news stories on his daytime talk show.
Said that this is one of the most extraordinary weather events to have ever affected the United States.
Of course that's not going to work. So what did they do?
Yes, I do.
Because he seems...
They put Anderson next to a parade of loud, obnoxious co-hosts, instead of just letting him be his warm, engaging self.
I'm not gonna let you do this one. Sorry.
That genuine laugh and that vulnerability, that's warmth.
I'm so stupid. It's really so stupid. Stop.